Good day everyone, I am Jera Reyes from BSAIS 3 Black 1, and today I will discuss to you the foundational elements of project management. But before that, I have a question. Why is it project management is important? Project management is important because it helps organization plan, organize, and complete work efficiently. So to understand project management, we first need to know what makes a project a project. So what makes a project a project? It says here, a project is a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, service, or a result. So the word temporary, it means that every project has a beginning and an ending. So it doesn't continue forever. So mao na siya ang project temporary gani, dili na siya mag-continue forever. Okay, once the objective has been achieved, the project ends. So mao na siya ang project. And the word unique means that every project has different purpose or output. Even if two projects are similar, each one has its own goals, people involved, budget, schedule, and challenges. So projects are undertaken to fulfill objectives by producing deliverables. So what is deliverable? So deliverable, it is defined as any unique and verifiable product, result, or capability to perform a service that is required to be produced to complete a process, phase, or project. So, deliverable, it is any unique verifiable product, result, or service that must be completed during a product. And a deliverable can be tangible, so meaning something you can physically touch or see. Example ani kay ang building, bridge, a computer system, or mobile application. So mao na siya ang mga deliverable nga tangible, which is makita nimo siya og mahikap. And also, a deliverable can be intangible, meaning something you cannot physically touch. Examples are the training program, a research report, improved customer service, or a new company policy. So mao na siya. So di ba, kung kag training program, so di mo gyud na siya nimo makita no, di po na siya nimo mahikap. So mao na siya ang example sa deliverable nga intangible. In simple terms, a deliverable is the final output or result of a project. So mao na siya ang deliverable, and it could be tangible and intangible. So, we know naman kung unsa ang project. So, let's proceed to the objective. So, what is objective? So, if we say objective, it is the desired outcome or the goal that the project wants to achieve. So, mao na siya ang objective. It is the reason why the project exists. Kay, kung wala kayo objective, of course, useless ang imong project. Kaya nga mag-project pa man ka kung wala kayo objective. So, an objective is defined as an outcome. So, ako nang giingon nga, it is the desired outcome or the goal that the project wants to achieve, in which work is to be directed, a strategic position to be attained, a purpose to be achieved, a result to be obtained, a product to be produced, or a service to be performed. So, dapat naka-include na siya sa objective sa imong project. For example, if a company wants to improve customer service, so the objective may be to create a new customer support system. So, mao na siya nga, dapat if nagyud kay project, dapat na siya objective as what I have said earlier. So now, kikabaw naman taon sa na siyang project, o kung sa po ng objective, let's proceed to the components of a project. So, every project has three components. First is the specific scope. So, sa maning specific scope? So, the scope defines what the project will accomplish. Kung unsa gyud ang project nga gusto nimo ma-accomplish. It clearly states that the work must be done and the expected result of the project. So, unsa gyud ang imong gusto ma-accomplish. For example, if the project is to build a school library, so of course, the scope includes constructing the buildings. Kay imong project kuan man mag-build og school library. So dapat ang scope dito is ma-include na dito ang constructing the buildings, installing shields, and providing books. So the scope is also identify what is not included in the project to avoid confusion. So ang scope dili lang ni siya about sa kanang nabilong kung sa imong project, but also napo diha kung unsan ang gusto ang need nimo identify nga wala na include sa scope para maka-avoid ka sa confusion. So mao na siya ang first component sa project, which is the specific scope. So dapat kung na kay project, dapat ang scope nga imong buhaton dapat align pud sa imong project. Dapat na siya specific scope, just like sa akong gihatag nga example. Second is the schedule. Kay na so na naman kay specific scope no. Dito na ka mag-proceed sa schedule. So the schedule tells us when the project starts and when it should be finished. So mao na siya. It contains the timeline, deadlines, and important activities that need to be completed. So remember that a good schedule help the project stay organized and finish on time. So dapat ang imong schedule kay kanang good ni siya, kay once good ang imong schedule mas mapadali ug mahuman ang imong project. So mao to siyang second component sa project. Third is the required resources. So nana kay specific scope, nana pud kay schedule. So ang third kay required resources. So resources are everything needed to complete the project. So these include people or employees, money or budget, materials, equipment, technology, and time. So, mao na siyang components sa project nga without resources, dili na siya ma-accomplish. So, let's proceed to the figure 1.1, the relationship between the three main components of a project, which are the project, the schedule, and the resources. Since na-explain naman na nako ang product, schedule, o resources, so, ato lang i-explain ang relationship between the three. So, the arrow in the figure shows that the three components are interdependent, meaning they affect one another. The figure emphasizes that product, schedule, and resources must always be balanced. Kay changing one component will directly affect the other two. Kay as what I have said, they are interdependent to one another. So, successful management means managing the three components carefully to deliver the project on time, within the available resources, and according to the required product or deliverable. So, mga importante yun na siyang component sa project kaning tulo, which are the product, the schedule, and resources. So, dapat balance yun siya in order for you to accomplish your project successfully and on time. So we already know what is project, what is objective, what are the components of a project. So I have question here. Why do companies start project? It states here, business-wise, projects are usually begun to address one or more demand from inside or outside the company. So company begins project because they need to respond the different demands or opportunities. Examples of these drivers include but are not limited to the following. So some common reasons include market demand to expand production of product. So when customer wants more product, so companies create more project to increase production. So example, if many people are buying electric vehicles, so A company may build another factory kay daghan man ang nagdemand sa um, electric vehicle. So, high man ang market demand sa electric vehicle. So, company may build another factory. Mana siya ang market demand. So, second, an organizational need to train people with new skills. So, sometimes employees need new knowledge or skills. So, the company may start a training project to improve employee performance. So, third, a specific request from a customer. So, third is the customer request, or a major customer may ask for a customized product or service. The company creates a project specifically to meet the customer's needs. So, mao gina siya nga, in order for you to satisfy sa imong customer, dapat mas makuha nimo, ma-accomplish nimo or ma-meet nimo ang ilang needs. So, fourth, a legal requirement from the government or regulatory body, or the legal requirement. So sometimes the government introduces new law or regulations. Okay, we know that change is the only constant in this world. So nagyo na yung mga changes when it comes to law or regulations. So companies start project to make sure they follow these legal requirements. So dapat if maghandle kag project, dapat every year you are ready to follow or you are ready to adapt sa mga new laws and regulations nga ipatubad sa government, or should I say ang legal requirement dapat you are ready to follow it, kay as time goes by mag-change yun na siya. Projects can take many different forms. For example, there may be projects around the following: technology implementation, such as automation equipment, information technology or systems that will change the computer system, business development initiatives to grow the business, human resource performance, such as training projects, strategy initiatives, such as introducing a whole new project line. Last, integrating two companies after an acquisition or merger. All project begin by identifying what customer will need in the future. So, kumbaga, unsang market demand sa future. Companies create strategic plan to meet those needs over several months or years. So, in order to meet those mga needs nga makuan sa future sa mga customer, so companies may create strategic plan. So to carry out the plan, they create different projects. When these projects are connected and work with the same goal, mana ni siya ang gitawag nga program. Let's proceed to the relationship of process, project, program, and portfolio. So now let's understand how these four terms are connected. So first, let us define what is process. So if we say process, it is a series of routine and repeated activities. So unlike project, a process never ends because it is done repeatedly using the same steps. So example ani kay payroll processing, purchasing supplies, employee attendance, customer billing. Based sa akong example nga gihatag, so dali ra nimo ma-identify nga na-under gito siya sa process. Kay remember, a process never ends because it is done repeatedly using the same steps. So nag-highlight na dito ang employee attendance. So ang employee attendance gibuhat yun na siya everyday using the same steps. So mao na siya ang process. So processes support the daily operation in an organization. Second, project. So a project is temporary because it has clear beginning and ending. So its purpose is to create a unique product, service, or result. Example ani, creating a new mobile banking application. So once the application is complete, of course, the project ends. So mao na siya ang project. Third, program. So if we say program, it is a group of related projects managed together to achieve one larger goal. So, mao na siya ang program. So, managing them together helps organizations save time, reduce cost, and improve coordination. So, mao na siya ang program nga a group of related project managed together to achieve one larger goal. Example, a university wants to become a digital campus. So, it creates several projects such as building an online enrollment system, creating an online learning platform, installing campus Wi-Fi, training teachers in digital learning. So, each is a separate project. Together, they form one digital campus program. So, unlike a program may continue for many years because new projects can always be added. So, mao na siya ang program. Last one is portfolio. So, portfolio is the highest level nga naman because it is a collection of different projects, programs, and even daily operations that are managed together to achieve the organization's long-term strategic goals. So the relationship between the four is processes are repeated activities that support projects. Related projects are managed together as a program, and programs and projects are organized into portfolio to achieve an organizational strategic goals. Last is the figure 1.2, the comparative overview of project, programs, and portfolio. So first, ang ilang definition. So project is a temporary activities that is done to create a unique product, service, or result. It has a clear beginning and ending. So program, it is a group-related project managed together to gain greater benefits than managing each project separately. Portfolio is a collection of projects, programs, and other works managed together to help organization achieve its strategic goals. So, maunang definition sa 3. Second, ang ilang scope. So, sa project has specific objectives in which it focuses on completing one particular deliverable. So, the scope becomes more detailed as the project progresses. So, mao na siyang project. So, sa program, covers the combined scope of several related projects. It focuses on achieving benefits by coordinating those projects. And sa portfolio, it has broader organizational scope. And then, ang changes, naka-base on the organization's strategic priorities. So, mo na ang ilang scope. Third, ang change. So, sa project managers control changes to keep the project on track. Sa program, programs are flexible and adapt to changes to maximize benefits. So sa portfolio managers continuously monitor changes inside and outside the organization to support business goals. So mo na siya ang change. Fourth, planning. So sa project, of course, project managers create detailed plans throughout the project life cycle. So, ang project manager ang nasa project. So, sa program, of course, program manager create high-level plans that coordinates all related projects. So, mao to siya. Portfolio managers establish processes and communications plans to manage the entire portfolio effectively. So, mao to siya ang planning. Fifth, ang management. Sa project, It focuses on managing the project team to achieve the project's objectives. So, ma-achieve ra gyud ang project objectives sa project. Sa program, it focuses on coordinating multiple projects so they can work together and deliver the expected benefits. So, mao to siyang program. So, sa portfolio, it focuses on managing all projects and all programs to ensure they support the organization's strategy. Number 6 is the monitoring. So, sa project, monitors the project work schedule, cost, quality, and progress. So, mao na siya sa project. So, sa program, it monitors the progress of all related projects to ensure program goals and benefits are achieved. So, mao na siya sa project. So, sa portfolio, it monitors the overall performance, risk, resources, and strategic value of all project and programs. So, sa portfolio, it monitors the overall performance, risk, resources, and strategic value of all projects and programs. So, mao to siya ang monitoring. Number 7, success. So, sa project, success is measured by completing the project on time, staying within the budget, meeting quality standards, and satisfying customers. Sa program, success is measured by delivering the intended benefits, improving efficiency and effectiveness, and achieving organizational outcomes. So sa portfolio, success is measured by achieving the organization's strategic objectives, maximizing investment value, and delivering overall business benefits. So, in order for you nga maka-remember kung unsa ang project, program, and portfolio, so here it is. If you say project, nagdura ni siya one job, which is mamitra ang iyang objectives. Program, nagmanage ni siya related job together. Ang portfolio, nagmanage ni siya all projects and program to achieve the organizational strategic long-term goals. So thank you everyone for listening or watching my video presentation. That's all, and I hope you've learned.